I wanted to start with advertising because it's probably the most popular revenue model in the blogging world, but that doesn't mean it's the best. In fact, it's really not. Things have changed a lot over the years, and the fact is, advertising does not pay as well as it used to. And in almost all cases, it negatively impacts the user experience. And by its very nature, it sends people away from your site, which is not a desirable outcome. With that said, I know advertising is just about the only option for some topics like news, politics, celebrities, things like that, and it can generate revenue for you. So I want to share some advice. There are two categories of advertising for bloggers: direct and indirect. Direct advertising is where you sell placement directly to a company, and indirect advertising is where you use a middleman like Google AdSense or some other ad network. Indirect advertising is a lot easier to set up because you basically just sign up with an ad network, copy some code onto your site, and forget about it. Direct advertising is more difficult, but it has the potential to bring in a lot more money. If you want to use an ad network, Google AdSense is the popular option, and it'll likely be your best bet. It doesn't hurt to experiment with other platforms, though. I've also had great results from Adversal and Media.net, which are both display networks similar to AdSense. You can also look into content recommendation, aka native ad networks like Rev Content and Outbrain. Direct ad sales can be a lot more profitable because you're working with brands directly with no middleman. To make it work, the first thing you'll want to do is put together a comprehensive advertising page on your site where interested companies can see your traffic stats, sponsorship options, and how to contact you. However, unless you have a lot of traffic, and I mean a lot of traffic, most of your sales won't come from people reaching out to you. You'll have to put on your hustle hat and start cold calling or cold emailing businesses whose target market matches your audience. This is where you have to stop thinking about advertising as a way to monetize your blog and start thinking about it as you helping a company to reach its marketing goals. If you can make that mindset shift, you'll have a lot more success in the world of advertising and sponsorships. If sales isn't your thing, you might think about working with a commission-based sales manager to sell your ad inventory. But I highly recommend doing it yourself at least a few times so you can learn what works and what doesn't, and who your ideal sponsors are. Like I said, traditional advertising would not be part of my approach today, but given the right audience and the right niche, it can still be profitable.